Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Okay, today I'm working on an E30 318i. It's an M40 1.8 litre 4-cylinder. So the complaint has been worn camshaft, running rough, and I've been instructed to replace the camshaft. Now, this is similar to the M70. It's got a camshaft, overhead cam, hydraulic lifters, and oil spray bar. Now, be it a few cylinders shorter than the V12, M70, similar principle. So oil is fed up through the cam journal into the spray bar. Underneath each part here where the lobes are, there's a hole where oil sprays down onto the cam lobes. Right, so I've had it running. Watch the oil. Oil's not being fed to a couple of lobes. This one here is quite badly scoured, but I'm not convinced, whilst the cam has failed, I'm not convinced that's the misfire. So tracked it down to a misfire on cylinder 2, and then looked at the lobes corresponding to 2. Those ones aren't too bad, so not enough to cause a dead lung. So looking at spark, we've got spark at the lead. We've got fuel to that cylinder, spark plug's getting wet, and then we find that the spark plug, when changed out, the fault follows the spark plug. So there's the old spark plug sitting here. Right, so there we have it, 2 issues going on there. Now the third issue, when watching the cam, I was watching oil being fed to the cam. I noticed that the oil, if I can get my torch and just try and show you, the oil started to go. There's a few bits of oil, a few pools of oil in here, pooling in the head. You can see the colour's starting to go a bit milky. Now, generally when oil goes milky, it's because we've got water in the oil. Now, this cylinder head's been off before, and part of my thoughts were, well, maybe it's just residual contamination in the engine from before. But what hasn't really sold me on that idea is that the fact is the coolant is extremely low. It's using up coolant. That coolant is going somewhere, and upon pulling the dipstick, I found it was twice as full than it should be. So my thoughts are head gasket failure or cylinder head failure, and the water is getting into the crankcase. Now, after some discussion with the owner, we've now made the decision, and the cylinder head's to be pulled, and we'll inspect from there and see what's going on there. No point in doing the cam until we know what's going on with the oil and water. Alright guys, thanks for watching my video.